today from the Scottsdale Center for Performing Arts for the City of Scottsdale All Things Senior Expo. It's the 2023 version. This is the second year that the City of Scottsdale has come back here. Today, and next up in the hot seat for us today, and off of our interview, is going to be Brenna Kietzman. Excuse me, almost met. See, just right off the top.
You got it.
So we have Brenna Kietzman. Brenna, talk to us about Be Happy Co. and what you guys are doing down here, and what you're talking with everybody about.
Yeah, Move Happy Co. is a senior fitness service where we come in-home and offer basically like personal training to our clients. Myself, Brenna, and Madeline are both licensed physical and occupational therapist assistants. Been working with seniors for the last 5 years or so, and kind of bringing that background and knowledge into our therapy.
How did you come to focus on working with seniors? Physical therapy?
Well, just going through like physical therapy and occupational school, we just kind of gravitated towards seniors. That's just kind of, we like figuring out how to work best with our clients, because not always do we have the most motivated people that
Right.
love to exercise
Right.
and do all the things. So that's kind of the puzzle that we like to figure out, is what's going to motivate our clients, our patients the best.
That's great. So when is a family member going to, when would it make sense for them to give you guys a call to talk with you guys about your services?
Yeah, so we're kind of trying to bridge the gap between when actual physical and occupational therapy ends, and trying to kind of stop the cycle of therapy ending or insurance cutting therapy services, and then the patient kind of declines, loses strength, loses their function, and just trying to maintain that. So after they finish therapy services, before a surgery, we do a lot of preventative care, as well as like preparing for surgery, just to get the clients strong.
Oh, that makes sense.
That.
And that's not something that we think a lot of when we're younger, but as we get older, you kind of got to get yourself a pep talk mentally and physically, right? In order to get yourself prepared to do those things.
Yeah. And a big thing is like even just going under amnesia,
right?
Really takes a big toll on the senior community, more so than, you or I.
Okay, so it sounds like one key point would be if let's say mom and dad had a trip or fall, they came out of the hospital, they've been working, they've got their physical therapy that's working through on their plan. That obviously runs down. We've been doing that for 4 or 5 months. As that starts approaching, and maybe even as soon as possible, we should start identifying what that intermediate care is going to be, so we don't go have the same accident again.
Yeah. So if for example, the client has been through the ringer and all of the works with therapy, then we're here to step in and kind of maintain the function, because we probably have a good idea of what they had been working on and how to maintain that, and also provide education to the family members of like how to help with their loved one as well.
There is a lot when it comes down to the financial, it comes down to the fiduciaries, some other healthcare things. It's difficult. It's hard to push in. Legal responsibilities. Is this form filled out or is this work? Outside of that, it seems like this might be one really practical way we can help mom or dad is by putting something together for them that helps avoid those injuries in the first place.
And in therapy, we kind of help decide, especially if they're going into a skilled nursing facility, where their discharge plan is going to be, if it's going back home or into an assisted living, independent living, whatever. But we don't want to just throw them out in that environment without much therapy or education.
Without a doubt. And most families want to age in place. They want to go back to home as long as they possibly can and keep that autonomy out there. Sounds like Be Happy Co is a great way to keep that autonomy. Yeah.
So Move Happy Co, that's another service that we provide, is home assessments. That comes from our therapy backgrounds as well, as we'll go into someone's home. This is aside from the personal training service. We'll go into someone's home, kind of see the risk factors there, and we'll, if they have rugs on the floor or they need adaptive equipment, we provide those recommendations to the family and to the patient. Even just like putting up signage if you have a loved one that's having some dementia or just memory deficits. We recommend that kind of stuff.
That is a great start. So it sounds like getting you plugged in the front end of that aging in place just helps you make it the Alamo, a little safer Alamo to be in, right? Fantastic. I love it. So where can the families find you and more information for you guys?
Yeah. So we have our website, which is movehappyco.com. And then we also have our Instagram, which is at movehappyco, and Facebook, movehappyco there as well. What was your other question?
No, that's
That was
exactly,
it?
that's
Okay.
how they
Yeah.
can reach out to you. Great. Brenna, I really appreciate you sharing your time, talents, and treasures with us and with
Thank
our audience
you.
today. Good luck to you
Thank
guys and
you.
your company for the rest of the show.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And we will be back at the All Things Senior Expo here in 2023 at the Scottsdale Center of Performing Arts right after this message.